This lesson, we're going to look at solving formula for a variable. So if we have something like this formula and they want you to solve for h, I guess I wanted to use the capital H here because that's all we have, right? If we wanted to solve for h, the first thing in this problem, I don't see fractions or radical or anything like that. So let's see where h is, right? And I see 2h. So I wanted to put them together and move everything else to other side. It means I'm going to subtract 2lw from each side. So I get a minus 2lw equal, this remains, right? From that, I can common factor h out, right? So when I factor h out, I have 2l plus 2w remains. And I'm solving for h, and now I have only 1, so I can isolate that by dividing 2l plus 2w. I need to do that for the both side. So my h will be equals to a minus 2lw over 2l plus 2w. Right? That's what we do. What about if we have a fractions, right? If we have a fractions, what we can do is get rid of fraction before what we're trying to solve for, right? We don't need to understand what we're trying to solve for yet. We wanted to get rid of fractions, right? So in order to get rid of this denominator, you need to multiply that by that denominator, right? So I will do, I have s equals to c over 1 minus r, and I will multiply this by 1 minus r over 1. Do the same thing on the other side to get rid of denominator, right? No more fraction then. It means without the fractions, I have s times 1 minus r equals c. Once no more fractions, then I wanted to see what I'm solving for. I'm solving for r. I can locate that and isolate it. So I will divide everything by s first. Then I get 1 minus r equals c over s. And then subtract 1. I get negative r equals c over s minus 1. Let's multiply everything by negative 1 to make r positive. I get r equal 1 minus c over s. What about the next one, right? Next one, again, I see fractions. So I wanted to get rid of all this denominator. Let me just write down the problems. In order to get rid of all denominator, find LCD, and that's going to be r times r sub 1, r sub 2 over 1. So if we multiply that everywhere, we should get rid of denominator. So that will get rid of r sub 1, r sub 2. And all denominator is 1, right? So no more fractions. Then what's left over? I have 1 time r sub 1, r sub 2 equal 1 time r sub 2, 1 time r sub 1. And what are we solving for? R sub 1. So I have this 2. I need to put them together in one side so I can factor it. When I factor this common, I get r sub 2 and r remains. And now I divide that to get rid of. It means I need to do the same thing on the other side. So my r sub 1 will be that. I hope this helped you going over your homework problem for solving formula for a variable. If you have questions or example you want me to go over it, please email me or come and see me in my office.